just to remind everybody, today is National Homelessness and Hunger Awareness Week. There are so many homeless people here in Anaheim, much of it due to the poverty wages that the city of Anaheim allows Disney to pay its workers. The homeless need help. The homeless need housing. We believe that housing is a human right for all. We would encourage you to get involved in fighting for the rights of the homeless. The homeless need help. I encourage you to join Homeless Advocates for Christ. That is Homeless Advocates for Christ. You can also check out Housing is a Human Right of Orange County and learn about what's happening among the homeless population, the poor and the needy. More and more housing is becoming more of a luxury than a right. And we need to care about the homeless, the people that need housing in America. Many American citizens have no housing today. We need to do something about this. We need to fight for affordable housing. Here in Anaheim, there is not a lot of affordable housing. And the city of Anaheim needs to do much more to help the homeless. We need to work together to make this happen. You know, we all have a responsibility to love our neighbor as ourselves, as Jesus says. And we have many homeless neighbors today in Anaheim and in Orange County. I encourage you to get involved in fighting for the rights of the homeless. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Also check out Housing is a Human Right of Orange County. We are working to bring change, to set the captives free. The homeless need help. The homeless need help tonight. Many homeless people will be sleeping outside tonight. We need to work to get them housing, shelter, support. The homeless need housing today. What are you going to do to make sure that the homeless Americans have housing? We need to work together to make this happen. It's not a one-man job. It's something every American should be a part of if they are able to be a voice for those in need. God commands us to be a voice for the homeless, the poor, and the needy. We must work together to bring change, to fight for the rights of the poor and the needy, to let the homeless voice be heard. We need to fight for the rights of the homeless in Anaheim, in Orange County, in America. We can't allow the rich and the powerful to trample on the rights of the poor anymore. Those days must be over. We must work together to fight for change, to fight for the homeless, to fight for the rights of the poor. The homeless need housing today. There are people sleeping on the streets tonight in Anaheim, and the county has millions of dollars to help the homeless, and they refuse to spend it to help the homeless. This is an abomination and a shame in America that we have so many homeless people, and we have yet so many funds to help the homeless that the county refuses. They refuse to spend this money to help the homeless in Orange County. Join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Also check out Housing is a Human Right of Orange County online. We need to fight for change, to fight to help the homeless get the housing they need. Housing needs to be a right for all. What if you were homeless? Wouldn't you want a place to sleep tonight? Wouldn't you want help tonight? Wouldn't you want to be off the street? If you were in a wheelchair right now, homeless, there's people on the street in wheelchairs, homeless. They need your help. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Check out Housing is a Human Right of Orange County online. Get involved. Get involved for change. Housing must be a right for all. We need to make the point in our community, in our city council meetings, that housing needs to be a right for all. Jesus says, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus tells us to help those in need. Oh, good point. And also, Jesus was homeless too. And Jesus and Joseph and Mary, great point, were traveling as homeless people. They had nowhere to stay in the inn. You know, today is the first day of National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. We need to make people aware that there are people that are hungry in America, people that are homeless in America, and we need to fight for change. It's no reason that should happen in America. We have so much land, resources, food, so much being wasted. I encourage you to get involved in fighting for those in need, to bring an end to the greed in America, greedy corporations, greedy CEOs, making so much ridiculous amounts of millions of dollars and paying their employees so little that they can't even afford housing in Anaheim. There are Disney employees that live in their cars. They can't afford housing in Anaheim. We need to fight for change. Don't turn a blind eye to those in need. Help the homeless. Remember, this is Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. We need to get involved. Remember, Jesus was homeless too. Don't forget about the poor and the needy. Continue to stand for the rights of the poor. Don't ignore the rights of the poor. We need to bring change. We need to bring hope and help to those in need. Get involved. Do join Housing as a Human Right of Orange County, Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Work for change. There are homeless people on our streets that need our help, that need our voice. Stand for change. Help the homeless. If you want to get involved, let us know. There's many ways you can get involved. We're trying to feed the homeless, be a voice for them at city council meetings. We need to make a difference, folks. You only live one time. In this short life you have to live, it's important that we stand for the rights of the poor and the needy, to make a difference, to stand for truth, to stand for the people that have no housing today. There are millions that don't have housing today. Housing needs to be a right for all. Stand for the rights of the poor and the homeless. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Don't ignore the voice of the poor. You know, Jesus was homeless too. Jesus tells us to love our neighbors ourselves. Remember the parable of the rich man and Lazarus? The rich man was in torment in hell forever, and the poor beggar Lazarus went to heaven. God has a lot to say about greed in the Bible. We don't want to be trampling on the rights of the poor. Do join Homeless Advocates for Christ on Facebook. Be a voice for those in need. Check out Housing as a Human Right of Orange County online. Many homeless need your help today. Many homeless need you to speak for them today. We need to fight for the homeless and make it a right to have housing in America. Why is it that a criminal has a right to housing in America, but poor people don't? That doesn't make any sense. Even though it's in jail, these criminals still have a right to housing. People that have been criminalized for whatever reason. But the people that are just poor have no right to housing. Doesn't make any sense. We need to fight for change, fight for the rights of the poor. You know, there's homeless women on the street. There's homeless children living in cars on the street. We need to fight for change. God bless you, Zeke. Good to see you. Let's fight to bring change together, folks. Let's fight to help the homeless in need. Not tomorrow, but today. Bring change. Stand for truth and justice and righteousness. You know, Jesus says the homeless, right? Jesus says, he said it himself that he was homeless. He said he had nowhere to lay his head. The creator of the universe, Jesus Christ. So we are not to look down on people just because they're poor. Let's stand for the rights of the poor. If you are privileged to have housing, look out for those that don't. There's so many that don't in America. I'm gonna keep going.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep plugging away here.
Yeah.
We got to say, Mark, what do you think?
Filibuster.
Filibuster.
Come on out to Catella Avenue, Harbor Boulevard, and we'll be here until, say, about 6 o'clock or so.
Yeah, maybe longer.
And maybe longer. And we want to get the word out that there are people out here suffering, and the city of kindness near the happiest place on earth. How ironic is that?
Yeah.
So please come on out, grab a sign and help us here.
All right. Yes. Amen. Yes. Please join us. Thanks for your prayers and support. Pray that many will get involved and bring change. And please share the video. May God bless you as you seek first the kingdom always. We're to keep on sharing the truth out here. Thanks so much.